All right, Brandon Woods is a son. He's a grandson, brother, friend, and student. And he's also been fighting leukemia. So he partnered with the leading care team at the University of Kansas cancer treatment and is well on his way to beating the disease. Now, the Chiefs are honoring him by making us the coin toss captain for the very last home game. And Brandon and Dr. Joseph McGuirk from the University of Kansas, why can't I say that? University of Kansas Cancer Center.
It's a tongue twister.
There it is. It is a tongue twister. Join us today to talk more. Brandon, thank you guys, first off, so much for joining us today. Kind of walk us through your experience here through diagnosis to treatment to where we are today.
It all started in February of 2016. I was in the National Guard at the time, and we go once a month for drill and training.
Sure.
And we're required to do a number of sit-ups and push-ups in a 2-mile run. I noticed something was off when I had trouble with that, with the push-ups and sit-ups, and the 2-mile run, I couldn't finish that. And months prior, I could do that in like 14 or 13 minutes.
Wow, okay.
And so fast forward 2 weeks, I noticed I was coming home from school on spring break from K-State, and I had trouble getting my stuff to my grandpa's truck, and I was out of breath. It felt like I'd ran a marathon.
Wow.
My heart was racing. I couldn't hardly breathe, and I noticed I had a couple large bruises that really, I didn't know how I got. And so the next day I went and played pickleball with my other grandpa, which is like indoor tennis.
Yeah.
And I couldn't finish the match. So that night, they took me to the hospital, they drew blood, and they said my blood looked a little weird. So I'm like, okay, that kind of like put me on edges now, because then he said it looked a little leukemic. And
yeah.
I knew what leukemia was, but I didn't know like the details behind it.
I mean, that's got to be scary when they drop those kind of words on you, because I mean, we hear them tossed around so much. You know, so what was your initial feeling as soon as they said, you know, we think you have leukemia?
I was scared beyond belief, because I hear the word cancer and I want answers and I want them yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was scared and I didn't know what was going on. And a few days later, they did some more tests, and that's when they found out what I officially had, which is ALL leukemia.
Okay. And Doc, walk us through a little bit of the treatment plan that you guys then put into effect here for Brandon.
You bet. Brandon had one of the most aggressive forms of acute leukemia. Required immediate intensive chemotherapy and was going to need a stem cell transplant, but didn't have a matched donor.
Okay.
So we used one of his family members who were partially matched. He underwent transplant, did great with that, but unfortunately relapsed. And so that necessitated that we try cutting-edge therapy, taking his cells out of his blood, immune cells, re-engineering them genetically in the laboratory, expanding them, and infusing them back into him.
Oh my goodness.
And he tolerated that quite well. It's really been a big story in our field of cancer medicine. It's a revolutionary time.
Yeah.
And Brandon's in complete remission today.
What's it like to work? Oh, well, first off, that's amazing.
Thank
Congratulations.
You.
And what is it like to be a part of that process? I mean, they're doing this cutting edge work over there. What's it like working with them in a project like this?
It's very surreal, because what they learn from me can make it so much easier for the next guy. So like, in a way, I'm helping, you know, countless lives, and that's what I ultimately wanted, to help out people, because, you know, I don't want them to be scared and afraid like I was. I want them to get to the point where they get diagnosed and treatment is easy for them. But it's surreal to know that you're like on the on the edge of cancer treatment and all of that stuff, and to like, you know, like my name will be in like a little footnote in history books in the future. And so it's really awesome to work with Dr. McGuirk and the KU Cancer Clinic and everyone involved.
And what an amazing outlook you have. I mean, not worrying about yourself getting better, and we're so happy that you are in remission, but thinking about how you can help others that have this disease in the future. And you apparently, of course, you get to be the Chiefs coin flip captain a week from Sunday, so we got to know what it was like meeting Pat Mahomes. Did he have ketchup with him?
No. And it was, I've never...
Oh, there he is right there.
I had never like met someone like that before.
Yeah.
I got a few autographs, but it's just like sign your jersey and go about their business, because they were preparing for a game. But meeting Mahomes, it's like he was a genuinely nice guy, and like I wish I could have like a sit-down conversation with him and just talk to him about his story and what he went through. Not cancer related, just like his story growing up and like growing up in like baseball clubhouses, playing football and stuff like that. And like But it was really nice meeting him. I was super nervous because I didn't want to mess this chance up.
Yeah.
But getting his autograph and meeting him and taking pictures, it was really a nice experience.
Well, you'll probably get to see him on the 50-yard line here a week from Sunday. And Doc, I want your autograph because the work that you guys are doing over there at the Cancer Center is incredible. So I'll get both of your guys' autograph here after the show. So thank you guys very much. Of course, KCTV5 is your home of the Chiefs, and they're looking to close out the season with the win when they take on the Raiders at Arrowhead next Sunday. Coverage begins with the Price Chopper Game Day show at 10 a.m. kickoff at noon here on KCTV5.